everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup where time of possession will be a focus. The Giants are #1 in rushing yards, going up against the Eagles, who will need to be strong up front.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
Maybe the best outcome possible, an incomplete pass, because they had that wide receiver screen sniffed out very, very well. No chance of really getting that one completed, didn't you think?
Yeah, but he's still a little frustrated, shaking his head, but I'm with you. Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle. And got his man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. First down, he'll drop to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A swing pass caught. Give him 30 yards there.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Here we go.
They run again with a J. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Webb. It's caught, Shepard. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Blue, line it.
Now a 1st down throw. Webb. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the 1st on 2nd down.
No. Here we go. Patriot. Leopard. Here we go now.
A play fake. Now Webb. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Watch it now, Barney.
Off the bootleg. Webb. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Three yards to go on 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a 1st down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. B.J. Goodson. In from his linebacker spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Sturgis out now to this will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, it's Webb. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go now.
To throw again. Webb. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 16. They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Giant territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game, right?
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, Webb into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now they try the right side here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Green, 30, gone!
They'll look to throw here. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is fielded at the 7. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And now out come the Giants. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Off play action, it's Webb. forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. Off play action. Webb going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 79 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Gerald Hodges. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Eagles on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And he motions the wide receiver. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. So the directional kicking problematic there. They're going to spot this inside the 30-yard line. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, Webb. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. New York set to take the field.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Webb can't escape as he goes down. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 87 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gerald Hodges in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll set up a throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Jacobs. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
A handoff as they run the counter play. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They're going to look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll begin the drive with a Giant. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Right on the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Detroit!
To throw on second down. Webb, flush to his right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there for the Giants. 51 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Now here's Suck about to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a room to maneuver. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 30 yards there. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he coughed it up, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Let's go.
Following the fumble recovery, Webb. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So 2nd and 10 here, and they're going to go soft on the corners.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Webb, open man right side is Ingram. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Dancing to his left. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Webb to throw. Now he steps away, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Webb now. Escaping the pressure right. They find some open field here. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
On first down, Webb. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now Webb. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long? Off the play fake, Webb. Buying time to his left. And Ingram holds it in. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a first down throw. Webb. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham from 10 yards out. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it with a J. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go.
He may try and run for this. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff looking right. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's an option play right, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. And the Titans really stretching things out now as they've scored again. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. To throw. got his tight end Ingram. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
Close to field goal range now. Get up, get set, and spike it.
Watching that, Marty. Hurry up, here we go. Watching that, Marty. Hurry up.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. D'Anthony Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
A fourth quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. No problem for the Steelers. They have opened that lead up a bit further. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. He'll look to throw. Got some real estate inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Here we go. Green, here we go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles...